Presidency, on behalf of your people of Binda, we accept
that Benue State wins. As our senator has said,
and Shungu, the people present to you my judge, my conscious brother.
Are we presenting at the back? We present at the back, Your Excellency?
no to me.
I thought we present in front.
okay, in front.
And it will be a backdoor business.
Right Honorable Titus Uba.
And I'd like to say that when we came out to indicate our interest to contest for governorship, we did not come for play. Everybody had a program, a desire, and an intention. But we have constantly reminded ourselves in the course of time that irrespective of our numbers, because we went as many as 34 from the two-speaking areas, we had always reminded ourselves that in the end, only one person will emerge. And when eventually the zoning was done to Kunav, the rest of us retreated. We have agreed with the process, and all those who have aspired, including as many as have already acquired their forms, and I don't think you pick 21.5 million in the streets. So for many of us to go to the stage, it shows how committed we were. But this is a corporate decision. The Kuna people made a decision, and this morning we had a meeting with His Excellency the Governor, as all the aspirants from the 14 Tea-speaking local government areas. And after thorough deliberations, mind you, it wasn't easy deliberations because, passions were actually high. But in the end, the aspirants from Vanbika local government presented to their immediate kins the aspirants from Konshisha, and they handed over to me Honorable Titus Uba. I took Titus Uba to the Kwande aspirants because we're supposed to work together. And all the Kwande aspirants agreed that since the zoning had already been considered, that will not dictate to the people to whom the zoning favors. And so all the Kwande aspirants accepted the candidature of Honorable Titus Uba. At which point, we all jointly presented Titus Uba to His Excellency the Governor.
Excellency, the honorable members of the Benue State House Assembly, the 9th Assembly, especially the team-speaking local governments or constituencies, we sat together in a meeting that about 17 members were present, and we resolved for our Honorable Speaker Titus Uba as our preferred candidate.
You must individually visit your brothers and convince them to follow you. We will do the work on our own part. The bulk of the work from today is on your shoulders. Don't be discouraged. If we visit some and they're angry with you, beg them, convince them, persuade them, so that you make the work easy for all of us seated here.
I think with this, we'll be very confident to go out there and get what is ours. I've always said that the greatest enemy of the PDP in winning the 2020 elections will be the PDP themselves, not the opposing party. It is only when we start to bicker and quarrel and fight amongst ourselves that we will start to wonder whether we win the next elections. With what I'm seeing, I think we're on the right road.
Hearing from all that have spoken this afternoon, we have all accepted the candidate that has been presented to us this afternoon. It is now left for us to support this candidate, not only him, but the party PDP, to produce you. We are going into a major war to actualize what we have done now. And it behoves on all of you, all of us, to team up and work in spirit, body and spirit, to actualize this dream, to make you a candidate of the party and to go forward to make you the next governor of Benue State. Your Excellency, well done.
Then we begin to search for the right words to use. His diction will fail him. All the way will be scrambled. I most humbly, at this moment, want to say thank you to the leader of our party in the state, His Excellency, the Governor of Benue State. I want to thank our Senator, Senator Gabriel to West Islam, Senator Wike. I want to thank the National Assembly members that are here seated. I want to thank the party leadership, the leadership of the 14 team-speaking area of SYMFONI. I want to thank the board member. I want to thank Ambassador Professor Iwesa of SYMFONI. I want to turn back home, the biggest constituency, my family, the Benue State House of Assembly, the 9th Assembly, gathered here in their numbers. I want to thank some special group of people seated here today. I cannot have any feeling of victory over any one of them. I cannot have a feeling of victory over none of them. When I was given the speaker in the Benue State House of Assembly, they used to tell me, "You're one among the equals." But this is different. If you see the cream of people and my wife that is seated here today, I am the least among the equals. I am not chosen because I'm the best, but like I said, I am chosen because to form a fulcrum, a pivot, where you all anchor your efforts to be used, to be channeled, to be applied, where Benue State will move forward. You are my family. When His Excellency, the Governor, said we should come together as a forum, I didn't know what I was going to get, but I got a lot out of it. I got family, I got friendship, I got love. The honor that has been given me today is beyond me. But I want God to also help me say thank you to G14, the elders that come together in the 14 local government of the team-speaking area that have always come to the rescue as elders when things become difficult for our party. I want to appreciate you with the leadership of Ovesin Wase Lahazeve, Usunechi. I want to also appreciate every other person or groups that has made this possible, because from the beginning, right from the beginning, everyone out there in those other small parties put together believed that this was not going to be possible to produce a unanimous decision of bringing out a single candidate in the state speaking area. But this has been done because you are all involved. I appreciate you. I want to make just one or two requests. And I want to do this, please permit me. Permit me, please. I want to do it on my knees. I want to do this on my knees. When His Excellency the Governor of Benue State was being inaugurated as the Governor of Benue State, he laid down in the entire before the entire world and handed this state over to God. He did that, and that is why today we are still sitting in this place. We are not being overrun by the headers of this Nigeria and the entire Africa. They have come all over the world to take over here. But it's because God had, His Excellency handed over this state to God, and we are being seated here today. Please, I want to beg you, help me so that I will not deviate from this path that our governor has laid. He did that. The other thing is that he has charted a path. He has charted a path. And this path is not an easy one. All of you here agree that this path is not an easy one. So I beg of all of you that you will lead the path he has charted and let me follow. This is what I beg of you, so that we will still be here as people of Benue. Without following this path that he has charted already, we'll be in trouble. Our people will be in trouble, and we will no longer be here. And it will take all the efforts, all the hands on deck for us to do this. Please lead so that we'll come from behind. Thank you, and God bless you.
At least we can say that the consensus candidate of the G14, we celebrate you, we thank you for those wonderful remarks, and may God bless you. Like our chairman said, this is not the end. Tomorrow we're going to have a meeting of the state. We're all going to meet here. You are aware that the last time we came, we had desired that we have one aspirant from Zone C and one from Zone A. Zone C brought someone in the person of my deputy. And Zone A could not do that on that day. But today, thank God, at least His mercies has helped us to produce one person. So my desire as your leader is to ensure that we come together, Zone C and Zone A. Let's look at the merits and demerits of how we're going to move forward, but especially how we're going to win the election in 2023. I think it is not impossible if we in Zone A can come together and agree on a consensus to produce one person out of 34 aspirants. It is not impossible to produce one person out of 2 aspirants. I want to assure you that by the grace of God, we shall set up the machinery to work on this, because Benue State must be united. We must work together. Those things that will divide us, we will avoid them. And part of this is disagreement. If we disagree amongst ourselves, we'll be divided. But if we arrive at a consensus on any election that we're about to hold, it will further strengthen and unite us and help us to forge further. Knowing fully well that for any elective position we are aspiring, at the end, it must be only one person. And so once again, on behalf of the leadership of the party, I hear our national chairman is not here, but he has been fully briefed and he has our full support on what we are doing here. He told me to represent him and to assure you that he is with all of us here, and he's also in agreement with this distinguished decision that has been taken by our aspirants and endorsed by various stakeholders and the leadership of our party in the Tiv-speaking area of the state. And so I want to appreciate the passion, the love, the understanding of our aspirants towards having a consensus. 34 aspirants agreeing on one person. It is not an easy job, and it takes the grace of God to make it work. And I have always said that John 3:27 says that a man can receive nothing except it's given to him from above. You are all qualified, but this is what God has decided, and you have accepted it. You are appreciated. Don't look at who you are. Right Honorable, I have said it all. Ecclesiastic 9:11 says that the battle is not for the swift, nor for the strong, nor the race for the fastest runner, nor success for men of wisdom. But everything comes by time and chance, as the Lord giveth. This is what has been displayed here. And like you rightly said, and I'm very happy, and I want to say that I'm proud of you, your humility and your speech. I think if you continue in this way, the Bible says that humble yourself, you will be exalted. But when you exalt yourself, you will be humbled. And so continue, you lose nothing. You have said it all. So some have told you, OKJ have told you, these are the people who will make it. You must visit them one after another, and you must get their buy-in. Every one of them had a manifesto, and some very brilliant manifestos that you can tap into. So working with them will add a lot of value to what you're doing, and when you eventually become governor, it will help you, because these are very distinguished personalities in different fields. If you tap from them, I can assure you that you will end up very well.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.